when I saw their profiles, they were attendees of this event, and they were using the profile picture frame, this frame of Facebook that we created, and that was amazing. And that guy that you see in the frame, that you see in the poster, and here in the corner is our logo. Is the logo we created for the event. Is also our kind of mascot pet. We call him Frankie. Our marketing team came to us and told us, this is the poster, this is our logo, and this guy is Frankie. And from then on, we kept calling him Frankie. Also, we made an invite video. You've seen like a lot of events who have kind of an intro video, an invitation video about what you could expect, and that's what we did. We also wanted to do that. That was idea of Axel, actually. And you can find this video also in YouTube. We have a channel in YouTube called Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors Latin America, and there were like 6 student ambassadors that talked in this video, and we were sharing it with a lot of people. And we started the marketing process 3 weeks before the day of the event, because we wanted to use those 3 weeks to reach a lot of people. And as we knew that we were going to reach a lot of people, we also wanted to give prizes to the winners. And in this case, 2 team members found 2 sponsorships. The first one is Anthony Diaz, who's also a Gold Student Ambassador. And he found a Latin American company called Truora, which is related, which works in the area of validating the background of people and fraud prevention of enterprises, companies here in Latin America. And they also we invited the CTO, David Cuadrado, to give us the opening keynote for the event, where he also shared about the internship opportunities for the Latin America people, like any country from Latin America, to work in Truora in a remote way. And they were even accepting people from their first year in college, and that was amazing. I mean, not every company has this kind of programs, and to find them here in Latin America is also very exciting. Also, Luisa, which is a new student ambassador. She's doing her master's degree, the information technology and management master's degree in Dallas Baptist University, and she's also a kind of a student ambassador of this university. And she found us a sponsorship of $170, and in total we had $470, which we were able to split in nine prizes. For the first place, 2 prizes of $100, then 3 prizes of $50, and 4 prizes of $30. So we gave prizes for the 9 best bots of this event. And well, Luisa was a pretty much an asset to the team. She was an amazing person. Also, Anthony, who helped us with everyone participating in the live stream. That's something that I wanted to say. I wanted everyone to be able to participate in the live stream, because I knew it will be their first time doing something like this. Not every one of us has been in a live stream before, and I wanted for them to take advantage of this opportunity to start being more to take it very like be more accustomed to this kind of experiences. And last of all, let's talk about a participant's experience. As I told you, we wanted them to be very engaged. We wanted them to be very excited, and that didn't start at the day of the event. That started some weeks prior to the day of the event. And one thing that we did was create a website. Also with Notion, we created, like as I told you, Notion is to take notes and you can share them also publicly. And what I did was create AIGamingLatam.net was our domain that I created using Azure, and it was actually redirecting you to the Notion website that we created. But that was nice, like having a official URL, which is not where I deliver all the services, all the had a server. Everyone who will register will receive a confirmation email. As I told you, it was automated with a link for to a Discord server where they will be able to join. And we were able to help them before the day of the event, like creating their Azure API, creating their Azure resources before the day of the event, because it's something that takes some time. And something very important here, we never told them anything about the challenge, because that's the point of the event. You can tell them anything about the challenge before the day of the event, because uh, we wanted to make it like fair for everyone. If you tell someone what is the event about before the day of the event, they will be able to prepare prior to the day of the event, and that will give them more advantage over others. So we wanted to make it completely fair, and we only help them create the Azure resources. We never tell them what they were going to use them for. We never tell them anything about the code, just how to create these resources. Here we will make all our announcements before, during, and after the day of the event in the Discord server. And today we have more than 1,500 members active in this server actually. Also, an amazing idea we had to engage even more with people was to have workshops. This was actually an idea of mine because my main goal was not only to engage with the students, with the participants before the day of the event, but also was about letting the new student ambassadors have their first event so they can report it to beta, and also so they can get accustomed to doing online events, because I wanted them to practice before the live stream. And this was an amazing idea for us to have to do these workshops, online workshops. We had kind of 2 weeks full of workshops before, I don't know if it was 2 weeks or 1 week before the day of the event. And we had 3 sections about Python. We had Azure for Students about AI and machine learning. We had sessions about GitHub and the student developer pack and all these benefits for students. We also had a Q&A session before the day of the event for people to ask any question they had. But as I told you, never telling them what was the challenge about. Just every question, just not telling them what they were going to do the day of the event. And also an info session about the Dallas Baptist University, because that was our agreement. Like, they will sponsor the event and we will help them reach more people with their masters in information technology. That was the same situation for Trora. They gave us the sponsorship, and we let them have their opening keynote, where they will also be able to share about these internship opportunities about the company, etc. It was actually a very, very inspiring talk that David gave, the CTO of Toyota gave in the opening keynote. The people was very inspired. I think that his words actually inspired everyone to keep going on the event, to give most of them during the day of the event. And you can find everything, the live stream and all the workshops, recorded in a YouTube playlist. There is the link that is also in our YouTube channel, Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors Latin America. About the day of the event, well, this is the the keynote, opening keynote from David Cuadrado. What was at first considered to be 4 hours ended up being like 5.5 hours, and that was because that day the platform of AI gaming was having a lot of troubles. I don't know if you remember, like in kind of the end of September, that some servers from Azure crashed, and they were fixing it. They were having like troubles joining Teams and joining Outlook and a lot of services. And I don't know if that was related, but the point is, yes, like some weeks prior to the day of the event, these servers crashed, and that impacted also the computer vision server. No, yeah, I think that impacted the computer vision servers, and also impacted the AI gaming platform, because it is all hosted uh, on Azure. So this website was crashing the day of the event, and we weren't able to do the final tournament in that day actually. But even though it wasn't much of a obstacle, because during the whole day on a Saturday there was Sarah and Stephen, both from the AI gaming team. They were both helping me all day long during all the 5.5 hours since morning. And like the hour difference from here to Mexico, well, they were like in UK, and in UK was kind of the evening, here was the morning. So I'm like, what I want to tell you is that they're amazing people. They will help you. You can trust them. And that's amazing because they helped us also after this event, after the days of this event, to do the final tournament, to find the winners and to give them, so we could be able to give them the prizes. During the day of the event, we also had all the support and communication via Discord server. We were having the live stream where we will be giving them a guide of the event. We will be telling people what to do, but also they had the website, the event website that I told you before, where they will be able to find all the information. Actually, the event is about watching the videos from Stephen and learning about the code and just doing your own vote, implementing the three parts, which is recognition for animals, then recognition for landmarks, and last of all, recognition of text. And then after you have those three parts completed, you can start to improve your boat by implementing some strategy to leverage the bonus category. We ended up having 3 tournament groups in the AI gaming platform because of the so many people that registered. As I told you, we reached our goal of having 3,000 people registrations. We actually have more than 2,900. So that was amazing. From that 2,900, we had more than 2,700 views on YouTube. And on the day of the event, more than 700 people registered in AI Gaming on the AIgaming.com platform. And from those 700, more than 200 bots actually competed at the end of the event in the final tournament. They completed the whole event. The other like remaining 500 people who didn't compete it, at least they learned something new. They didn't want to compete, but at least they learned something new. They were there to learn something new, and they learned about the Azure Cognitive Services and about Python, about APIs, etc. So these are some pictures about the live stream. This is my team. As I told you, every one of us has the opportunity to participate. We were taking turns where like from the 18 of us, there were like 4, 2, or 3 people in the live stream, and the rest was in the Discord server answering all the questions of the people also in the Discord server. Because as I told you, we wanted to have like a more direct contact with people, give them, be engaged with them, give them support so they won't feel overwhelmed during the day of the event. These are more pictures. We also had a halftime where we gave people the chance to go to eat, to go to the bathroom, to do anything, actually to rest. This is very important to rest uh, at some time during the event. And we also had during this halftime some mini games for people to have a little fun. Like fun is never extra. Also, we had an info session about the program. We used this halftime to give, like, people will be able to eat while seeing this presentation about the program, where we will tell people about the benefits, how to join, how to apply, some experiences, etc. And then finally we had the tournaments. There are some kind of trial tournaments before the final tournament, and this is an example of how you can see it like live during the whole day. And well, everyone smiling during the live stream. And this is the final tournament. This is something that I wanted to show you. This is one of the groups. As you can see here, there's a 3 because we have 3 different groups with a lot of people. And this is like an example of how you can see it in AI gaming platform. You can click in any of this, like see how the bots are being eliminated and how the best are being selected. And this is an example of what they can do. This is kind of the end. And these were the two first spots that won, and they reached kind of a score of 4,100. That is pretty high, and they could be able to reach even more points, but sometimes the game has this kind of this random factor, so not always you can win a lot of points. But their bots were able to do this. Let me show you. They were able to even reach these kind of scores, 131,000. Just imagine, like, these were all the bots were amazing. All the bots were reaching these kind of scores, even these first guy bots. But so it was very difficult to define which were the 9 best bots of the event, because each one of them had a very, very amazing bot. And also we had to run 3 final tournaments. So this is the event, guys. I don't know if you have any questions. This all the people that helped me. As I told you, this is all the organizers team, all the people that were able to contribute something. The AI gaming team, Stephen Graham, Sarah Tapping, Daniel Mares, and Aaron Blum were helping me as regional program managers. And we thank our sponsors, Truora and DVU. Well, if you're interested, you can always find the AI gaming handbook, which is a PDF here in Teams. And you can also always find these URLs to go and watch more info about the match game and the Romy Vision event version. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can ask right now.
That was like so much amazing presentation. Like you did a lot of preparation to get a lot of people. So in short, if you want to get a lot of attendees, it means you need to do a lot of preparation. So it's really great getting on call with all of you today again. I think so far we've had like 10 people in the call. Some dropped along the line, but it's really great. I didn't even expect to have that number um, um, for the call today. So I took some key lessons from it. I'll just mention it, and then I will summarize what Sharif has, said. Um, and then we will just take some questions from all of you, and then some contributions. What do you think, we can do to improve, the AI gaming events in the community? So a very quick one here was that, you need to leverage on every channel to be able to create a very great, event. You need to leverage on every channel, Facebook, Twitter, all the, links that you have, the meetup groups. You need to leverage there and then, advertise your event. Also, you need to schedule your event in advance, at least somewhere 2 weeks, 3 weeks between the D-Day of your event. Is a great one. If you can do it 1 month, that's absolutely, great as well. Also, you should, have a target audience that you want. Sometimes I just say that, what, let's let the dream be big, okay, but be very realistic about it. Look at it from a perspective that, okay, in 3 months' time, if I organize an event in 2 months from now, what are some of the things that I would do, and how can I really, be able to reach out to a lot of people, right? So be realistic about your number of people that you want to reach, but work towards it. Also, make it big, okay? Do not make it small, because if you make it small, you limit your perspective to the number of people who would be able to join. You need a team, right? You shouldn't do it alone. If you can do it alone, that's fine. I mean, but I've actually seen a couple of people who organize the AI gaming event alone. Some of the events we had to call it off during the process, like last 3 weeks or last 4 weeks. Or so, yeah. Um, in one of the ambassador events, we realized the number was so low. It was about 12 people, 10 people, or less joining. I mean, along the line, it was from 14, and then it was dropping and 7. So 2 hours to the event, we had to call it off. That we can run the event. So if you can partner with 1 or 2 people who are also good like you, who have so much energy to bring in to organize an event, that will really be great. And so, like I said, schedule your event in advance, have realistic number of people you want to reach. reach out to many people to support your events. There's, smaller companies around. Tell them that I can get 2,000 people to attend my event, right? And then let them know that if they sponsor your event, they can really, also benefit from your event, right? So if you can reach out to companies, and usually the companies, you reach out to them as early as possible because they also have to, prepare their budget. For example, in my company, our budgets are prepared 3 months in advance. So if you want us to be able to sponsor something, which we haven't done it before, but if we were to sponsor something, we would really consider people who will reach out to us 3 months in advance, so that when we are drawing the budget for the quarter, we would include that particular sponsorship slot. Okay, so you need to reach out to the companies as early as possible. Let me wrap up. And also, you should be able to judge the experience. How many people are going to come for an event? How is the engagement going to be? If you schedule your event in advance, then you'll be able to achieve that. Be prepared for challenges because things can happen. But you remember, I have a saying which says that it's the successful, or you wanting to be successful is wrapped within the challenges, right? It's wrapped within difficulties. If you don't go through those difficulties, you won't be able to come out, so much successful as you see others are able to become. So it is entirely up to you to stand out and say that, hey, I'm not afraid of the challenges that would come my way. So those are some of the things that you should be prepared for challenges, because the AI gaming event, during the course of the event, 0 point something out of 100% will not fail, but it might feel like it failed. And have some break. Yeah. So if the event is long, have some break. Tell them, usually I and Ratio and Co, when we organize events, some of the things that I tell them is that, let's give the people 10-minute break. Let them go. Don't be afraid that they won't come back sometimes. And then try to be inclusive as possible. So those are some of the few things, that I was, able to jot down from the wonderful presentation that was the name again? Did he dropped off? Sharif. Yeah, that's Sharif, mentioned. So over to all of you. What are some of the questions that you might have concerning AI gaming event? If you have a question, feel free to contact me. I'm very happy to meet you. Wait a minute. Can Sharif join the call back? Because I think there should definitely be. Eric, it's nice. Just a second. Oh yeah, cool. Thank you for joining back, Sharif. So a quick question to Sharif, please. I just summarized some of the things since some of you weren't here in the beginning, but we are really grateful that you joined. If you have some quick questions for Sharif, you can ask Sharif. I think I have a question, starting with me. Sharif, okay, yeah. Swati, thank you. So Swati, you can ask your question. Come off mute and just ask.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So that presentation was really great. I mean, it excited me a lot. Uh, but one thing I want to ask 2 to 3 questions. One thing is, do we have to be like prepared with all the concepts of cognitive services and APIs before the event to conduct it? Because I heard that code is also included into it, and I guess we should be aware of the whole code and should master that concept to explain to other people. Hello?
I think Sharif said that he's having a problem with his mic, so he's going to restart his laptop.
Okay.
Exactly. And I was
Uh,
talking and I was muted too. Yeah. So it's nice to hear from you again, Cinda. Um, from your question, the AI gaming event has out of the box resources that are available for you. There are videos on the aigaming.com channel that will teach you and then there are documentation that tells you how exactly you can, create all the, cognitive service APIs that you need, how you can create a custom computer vision API key and all this stuff. So you don't really have to prepare that much, but it will actually be great if, you participate in one event, and then know how exactly the AI gaming platform is being, works. You get the idea. And even if you've never run an AI gaming event before, you can start, if you want to, do it in 3 months time, in 3 weeks time, you can sign up for the AI gaming event, and then we will create a custom, like a test environment, so that you are able to test among yourself and then get better at, at it. You get the idea. So you don't really need much preparation to be able to do this. Honestly, when I organized my AI gaming event, there weren't much of preparation over there. You can actually do it as well if you just go through the videos.
Okay. So in the presentation, like there were so many things and so many team members to help out. So is
Mhm.
it like we need so many people to conduct it? Because I barely know anyone in the team, and if you have to conduct the event, so I guess we'll need few people together to
Mhm.
collaborate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, absolutely. Some people organize it alone. For instance, I usually organize the events alone. Because it was more of in person when I used to organize the AI gaming event. And so you can do it alone, but if you can partner with a couple of people, then it means that their university, they'll be bringing people from their university, you'll be bringing people, and someone will be bringing people, and that makes a very large, audience for you. So if you can partner with people, that's okay. I think one thing I can do is to add you to the Women in Tech group here on Teams, so that you are able to, say hi to them and then ask them if any of them would want to collaborate with you. But also, it's not limited to only, partnering with women or ladies. You can, you know, anyone here. And then also the WhatsApp group I created is available for you to, ping someone and say, hey, do you want to organize the AI gaming event? One thing I'm also doing is that from the form that some of you filled out, I'm just, looking at people that your dates are closer to each other, and then trying to suggest to some of you to do it together, so that you don't do it alone. So I think that is, helpful over there. Hope that
Yeah.
answers your.
I mean, because even I feel that it's better that we have more people. It just keeps energy high. And
Exactly.
yeah, so that would be helpful if like few people in the same team like we are in to on the WhatsApp can collaborate and do the event, or maybe we can have a practice run
Yeah.
sometime so that we get. I mean, I'm new to it. I have never seen the actual working
How
of
you
it.
want. Okay, okay, I got you. I think I'll just take some seconds to just run one, go on the AI gaming platform and then try run just a test tournament or something to so that you see. But yeah, but it's really easy, nothing so complex. Yeah, so that's about it. Any practice session set day. Yeah, exactly. So one thing I suggested to the AI gaming, team is that, I would really love to help them reach out to make the AI gaming events something that student ambassadors would actually like. So some of this core I'm doing are all, personal contributions. I want to see, things change the way they have been, like they've been slow response in terms of the ambassadors who organize the event. So on the platform, it's I and all of you. Trust me, for every month, I suggested to them that I would be having this calls with you, like at least once in every month, a call like this for everyone who wants to join up and then ask a question. Sharif, is your microphone working now? So
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, thank you. It
You are.
doesn't allow me to like click the mic button, so I had to restart.
Oh, so sorry. I mean, this stuff happens. Okay, so anyone with a question, but Sharif, I wanted to ask, this event of yours was organized during COVID, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was completely organized during COVID. Actually, I have never organized a online event before, like I started doing them in April, and that was because of COVID. We were organizing also a global AI event there, like in April, and we had to change it from in person to online due to COVID. So I've heard a lot of people saying that maybe that they have stopped doing events because of COVID, because the events are online. But I can also tell you that I found that organizing online events sometimes it's kind of easier than in an in-person event, and also you can reach more people. Easier because you don't have to kind of like find a place. Take an appointment for the place, book that place, then find the people, then let the people find the place if they are not from your school, and also you can't reach people outside your city, just only from your city. It's kind of a lot of things that you have to do in an in-person event. While being a virtual event, you can reach a lot of people and you don't have to think anything about a place, anything about the logistics, because everything is online. So you just have to create a live stream. That's the hard part, like doing a lot of tests before the day of the event on about the live streams, finding what tool will you be using for the live stream, and everything related to the live stream, because the last thing that you want is for the live stream to fail the day of the event. I see that, Swati. If possible, can you please share the links mentioned in your presentation? Yep, I'll be sharing them here in the chat, so you can have them.
Amazing, amazing. So you talked about sponsorship. I think like I think this is generally something that people fear. How to approach companies and tell them that, hey, I have this number of people to attend my events. Like how would you advise people to go in for sponsorship?
Oh, yeah, that's something that I had to talk with my team, and I've been having talking to with everyone that I have worked before, because oftentimes people think that finding a sponsorship or then asking for a sponsorship and actually finding communities to share the events, it's something like too hard to do. But actually there are people just like you, so you can talk to them. When it comes to communities, so you can talk to communities and tell them like, hey, we're organizing this event, will you mind sharing it? I think that the very important part is like not only contacting them just for the fact of asking something, but just remember that there are also people just like you, and that if you were to be asked to do something, you will prefer it to be someone that you know than someone who you never heard of and just is writing you to ask something on you. What I'm telling you with this is that don't only concentrate on asking something, but also about meeting the person, meeting the company, or talking to the person, and being kind of friendly, and that will help you when it comes to communities. That has helped me a lot. Also, just saying that you're Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador says, like, a lot of you, I've noticed that like people just change their perspective of you after you tell them you're part of this kind of program, because I don't know, there's kind of like a prestige. So there's something that they can see that there is a lot of people doing this here in the program, and that you want to do something that like that, and that is amazing. When it comes to sponsors, keep the same fact about friendship, and also like being friendly, sorry, and also just you have to find common ground. You have to find common ground with this company, like getting to know what they want, what they want to do, like what will be your value proposition about this event to give to them. Our value proposition was like, okay, this is a event for students, so we're going to have a lot of students from a lot of places, and well, what kind of people we can ask for sponsorships, taking this, bearing this in mind. And the first one was Truora, and the value proposition was that they wanted to reach people for their internships. So that was the first one. And the second was the DBU, the Dallas Baptist University. They wanted to promote or reach more people to know about their masters in information technology and management. And well, these are a lot of students. These students will have to do a master's at any time if they want. And for them to give this opportunity to know about this DBU University was something amazing. So that's the most important part. Also, don't, if you want to find sponsors, don't be like, don't think that it is too hard, because there will be people who will want to sponsor your event. The point is to find them. I've done a lot of events before. I've asked for a lot of sponsorships before outside the student ambassadors program, before I was a student ambassador. And what I found is that the more people you contact, the more chances you get to find a sponsorship. This event doesn't require for you to give prices, like it isn't 100% necessary. When I organized it last year, we didn't need to give prices. We just invited people and told them to like enjoy it, like it's just a learning opportunity for them. And but we used the prices this time because it was going to be, we wanted it to be big, and we wanted to have something to like motivate people to keep coding until the last minutes of the event, to give the best of them until the last minute. We actually never expected to have bots that will score as many points as I showed you. We never expected that, really. Like, that was very surprising for every one of us. And I'm pretty sure that the prices were a very big motivator. So yeah, I think that it's something that you can do with practice. Just get out of your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone, and try it.
Awesome. So I think that's very clear over there. Your event doesn't have to have, 2,000 people registered. Okay, even if he has 100 people registered, it's great. Okay, so that is one of the things that I just took from Sharif. Answering the questions is that it's great if you can target a huge number of people, if you can do it together collectively with other people. But even if you want to do it alone, it's still fine. I mean, the requirement for the AI gaming platform is that you have at least not less than 15 people in your game. That is how Microsoft would recognize your event as a milestone event. So it shouldn't have at least 15 people, less than 15 people. That's the whole thing. So yes, if you can do it collaboratively, it's great. But considering all the tips that Sharif just shared, you should be able to reach out to a number of people that you might want. If you want 20, 30, 40 people, 50 people, 100, and all those stuff. And the value proposition that he mentioned is very important. It's because if you want any company to sponsor you, they also want something from, whatever. I mean, companies want profit, they want to benefit. So if you can tell them that, hey, say Bezel Money wants to reach out to, my company wants to reach out to an informal sector of people, right? And I can convince them that, hey, my event will be attended by students, and students, mostly may have their parents who are in the informal sector. So if you're able to sell your product to these students, they'll be able to communicate it to other, like their mom, their sisters, and co to sign up. I mean, these are great stuff that, would interest the company to sponsor. But then also, you don't need sponsorship. Like Sharif mentioned, you don't need sponsorship for your event. It's not a must, but if you can get sponsorship, if you can target sponsorship, that's also great, depending on how great you want your event to be. Last year we were 10 attendees, exactly. You see, so Sharif is mentioning that they were 10 attendees, and yeah, they had a lot of fun too. So it doesn't have to be that big, like huge. Yes, you can sometimes even aim for more and then you get less. These are all things that, in life, it strengthens you to become stronger than, or, and yeah, I mean, quality matters. So, does anyone have some question? Anyone with question? Yeah, so this meeting has been really successful. Even so, your event quality improves after repetition. Exact. I mean, these are like so much truth. I mean, these are hidden truth that people don't know about it. You only get better when you keep doing something consistently, right? If you start coding in Node.js or whatever, doesn't mean that once you become perfect, right? But if you get more experience in it, you get to explore all the APIs, all the hidden stuff that you didn't know, the responses. You now begin to know that, hey, when I view, developer tools, I can check up on some of the errors that are happening, instantly, stuff like that. So you really need to just do it consistently to become, good at what you are doing. I'm sure all of us got here by, some sort of, experiences that we had. So this is really amazing advice. Yeah, the quality of your event is very important. So I think we've taken much of your time, but then if you have any less, more questions, can we schedule a practice session this weekend? Looks like this weekend has I have a tight schedule. The 2 days time, that's on the 12th, the Global AI community will be organizing a very long session of stuff. Students built, I don't know whether it's Global AI Student Conference or something. But yes, I think in the chat on WhatsApp, I would have a detailed communication with you guys so that we schedule maybe a practice session and see how that goes. Sharif, do you want to add something there?
Oh, well, if you have any further questions any day, you can always contact me. As I told you, as I said in the chat, this is not kind of like you don't need to do this from 2 months prior to the day of the event as we did. We had to do this because we were a lot of people. We didn't even know each other before we organized the event. Like the first 4 weeks were about knowing us, knowing the event, like getting them to tips, and the nitty gritty of the event was organized in the last 4 weeks, and the most part of it, like the presentation, we made it like the night before the event. So yeah, um, you don't need to do it with a lot of time. You can just take as much time as you want and do it slowly. You can do it pretty fast. Last year, as I said, it took me less than 3 weeks because I did it very, very fast with a team of 5 people from my school, and that was all. But you don't need you really, really, you don't need a lot of time. You don't need to. We gave a lot of effort to this event, but you don't need to like don't sleep or
Mhm.
give like 10 hours of your day to this event because it is an event in a box, which means everything is prepared for you, and what you have to do is find the people, reach the people, invite the people, and do the Teams meeting if you're going to do it in Teams or Teams live stream, YouTube live stream, whatever you want it. So if you have any questions about the platforms we use, if you have any questions about how we did it, we organized events, if you have any questions about how to reach people, how to reach sponsorships, about how to speak in public, as I told you, it was the first time for some of the student ambassadors that helped me organize the event that were in the team. So if you have any questions at all, you can always count with me, and of course you can count with Dawuda. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you very much for hearing this session, and I wish you the best of luck, and I wish you the best of everything.
Yeah, that was amazing, ending over there for today's meeting. As I mentioned, I would try for us to always do this every month, maybe once every month, for to get more ambassadors interested in some of this. And there's the WhatsApp chat that is available, so you can join, and then we have more interactions over there. Lastly, I mean, the MS Inspire handle is available on Twitter, having 2,000 followers, on LinkedIn, 2,000 followers. And the YouTube channel is there for 1 point something people subscribed over there and still gaining some daily subscription. We have a newsletter. We have subscription of 3,000 plus of people on it. If you need all this, number of people that we have been able to create and been reaching out to them, you want us to tweet about your event, stuff like that. It's all available to your, for you to be able to use them. And I would be really happy to assist you to, tweet from these handles and then share your post and get more people to follow your events in advance. So I'm happy to help, and I'm so much excited that Sharif took out his time to join us. And all of you, one thing I really appreciate that much is that, frankly speaking, you Indians, you really inspire a lot in the MSP community. Usually, you guys are always many and then appreciating anything that comes in the community first. It's really exciting to always see you. I know it's about 10 or 11 p.m. at India, but you guys are here with us on the call, and Pakistan as well. And it's really great. Thank you so much for taking our time to join us. And please watch out for your private chat. Sarah Tapping would be reaching out to all of you to ask you about when you think you'll be organizing events, and in the WhatsApp chat as well. Stay in touch. Let's chat more. God bless all of you. Yeah, so that was a link shared by Sharif. Soon that we should catch up tomorrow, right?
Sure. We can get involved.
Awesome. So God bless all of you. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to say, ask about it. I recorded this session halfway through, so I would make sure to upload it on the Inspire handle. So I'll share a link if you want to rewatch it again. But like I mentioned, the AI gaming event, is a partnership between Microsoft and the AI gaming team to ensure that all of you have a successful event to run, teaching people Python, teaching people AI and all those stuff out of the box. So thank you so much once again, and enjoy your night.